Hi everyone. For today's book review, we're going to go back in time to the North Atlantic in the heady days of the 1920s and voyage aboard the RMS Majestic. We're going to be looking at Mark Chirnside's latest book about that fantastic ship. His new book, RMS Majestic, The Magic Stick, published in 2024, is a much expanded edition of his early work, first published in 2006, which looks like this. This first edition came out and is 96 pages long and is profusely illustrated with interior photos of the ship and covers a detailed look of the life of the Majestic in its original incarnation as Hapag's Bismarck, and then its finality as the training establishment HMS Caledonia. In the years since that book came out, more evidence and photos and information has come to light, and so Mark has taken advantage of all that fascinating new information and combined it into this new, much expanded edition. The original one was at 96 pages. This one is almost double, at 144. And it is packed with a wealth of additional photos, giving you a wonderfully illustrated tour of the ship, and you can see some up here in the corner. A wonderful selection of photos showing its beautiful, graceful silhouette and outline over the decades. The color section has also been expanded with some wonderful color postcards and color views of its lavish interiors. And the two big things that need to be highlighted about this edition is that more information has come to light about its life as the HMS Caledonia, the training ship. And so there is more information about what was life like for the boys on that establishment, and also what work had to be undertaken in order to convert the Majestic into the Caledonia. With some interesting photos. You'll see a photo of the boxing ring situated inside the former first class lounge. The first class dining room has its beautiful grand arches and ceiling, but the tables are all very utilitarian, and it's quite incredible to see. In addition to this, he has found some wonderful nuggets of correspondence, letters, recollections from people who have traveled on the Majestic, and their information about what it was like to be on this beautiful ship in the 1920s is just pure gold. You can feel the joy of the passengers. There's one wonderful story of a refugee girl who was so fascinated by elevators that she would just sit in the elevators and simply ride them up and down the decks. It adds a touch of warmth to this tale of this wonderful ship. For those familiar with Mark's work, you'll know that he has a wonderful, easy-flowing style. It's quite easy to jump into his books and read them page to page, cover to cover. Of course, you also know that all his information and statements are backed up with rigorous research, and in the appendices of this book, there's a listing of profits, costs, passenger loads that the Majestic recorded, and you can see that certainly in the 1920s the Majestic was the most popular ocean liner in the 1920s on the North Atlantic. If you love ocean liners, and if you love particularly the RMS Majestic, well then, what are you waiting for? Get this on your bookshelf now. And I also do want to point out an honorable mention. So in 2001, Les Streeter published, and forgive me, this book is this particular copy is a bit dodgy, but he published this book, another complete history of the RMS Majestic, and also should note out that I have all of his books, and this is the only one that had just bad glue binding. This is an incredible photo history of the Majestic in all the iterations of its life, and at the very back are multiple foldouts of the deck plans and interior profile of this ship. There is an interior profile in Mark's book, but it is teeny tiny, so you can't see many details, whereas this one is quite extensive. So for those who want another book to accompany Mark's work, then do check out Les's quite impressive photo history of the Majestic, which also has as well a complete history of the ship. So there you have it. Plenty of Majestic reading ahead of you. And of course, need I say, for Mark's book, it's a 5 captain's hats. It's an absolute joy to read and wonderful to peruse these wonderful historical photos and accounts. Hopefully there will be a 3rd edition in maybe the next 10-15 years, and hopefully by then we would have uncovered some photos of the fire that destroyed the ship, and we can see just the extent of how much it was damaged and then left to be scrapped. We can only hope. So there you have it, Mark Chirnside's 2nd edition RMS Majestic, the Magic Stick.